Well, y'all, the sun finally came out. If you're new to the pack, I live out here in the Texas Hill Country. Here's my female Cane Corso Dolce's, the beautiful black coat female. Ozzy's the alpha male Cane Corso. Lucia is the 1-year-old puppy Cane Corso female. Little Gypsy there is the Pitbull puppy. These two are the partners in crime, the ride or die. And Tux is somewhere out here, and he's my oldest and the most docile one. And he's a Pitbull mix. So that's my pack. So I live out here with the 5 dogs on just under a couple acres. And so, yeah, I'm sure like most of y'all have been kind of weathering this Arctic blast winter storm. And I think the East Coast has it really bad right now from what I'm seeing on the news, but it's passed over Texas for the most part. It got down to about 12 degrees Fahrenheit where I live. It was the worst of it, but thank goodness we didn't have a lot of precipitation. So we survived it. Didn't lose power. Goodness gracious. Thank goodness that we didn't lose power. I do have a wood burning fireplace and a small battery generator for small items, but I could probably run a heater off of it if I needed to. So yeah. We're all coming out as a pack now for the first time in a couple days. The dogs still would, come outside when it was 12 degrees Fahrenheit, and it didn't seem to bother the big dogs, the Cane Corso. It didn't seem to bother them for short periods anyway, but the little Gypsy here I could tell was a lot colder. She's in heat, by the way. Yeah, she's in heat. So, which is why Ozzy's smelling her right now. She's been bleeding probably for about 3 or 4 days now, so hopefully she's coming out of it soon. And luckily in my house I don't have carpet or anything that can really get ruined by blood. Nothing that can't be bleached safely. So I didn't put the diapers on her because I'm gone at work for a long period of time sometimes, and Lucia, the puppy, the Cane Corso puppy, would surely rip those off. Matter of fact, the reason they don't have collars anymore is because they dang near choked each other by pulling on each other's collars. So I don't even think the diapers would work on her, or they wouldn't stay anyway. There's Tux. See, Tux, he's short for tuxedo because he's got little tuxedo markings on him. He's a really good dog. Yeah, so anyways, y'all, that's my pack. And just checking in with everybody to say hi and see how y'all are doing with this Arctic blast storm. Yeah, hope y'all on the East Coast are surviving it. Hope you don't lose power, man. But yeah, so somebody had asked one of the last long form videos I posted was when I took these 3 right here, the gray brindles. My 3 gray brindles. So the 2 Cane Corso and the Pitbull. I took 3 of these 3 to the beach camping in my pop-up camper. So I left. Hi, baby girl. Look at her eyes. I left to Tux and Dolce. I left Tux and Dolce and with a sitter to watch after them, but the reason I didn't take them, some people were asking, why didn't you take Tux and Dolce? Is because from experience recently, I did take the 5 dogs, the whole pack, on a trip around the holidays to Well, it was about a 6-hour drive to my younger brother Albert's and my dad's. Well, Tux has a very high prey drive. For as docile as he is at home and submissive and everything, he's got an extremely high prey drive. So if he sees another animal, not a dog, but if he sees a wild animal, he bolts. And then also Dolce, same thing, very, very high prey drive. They're eating their salad right now. Yeah, Dolce's got an extremely high prey drive. And also, they don't listen as well. They're very... Dolce is very high energy. I had taken the cushion off that. Dolce is extremely high energy. And so, it's a lot riskier. You know, they still need some more training. They've been professionally trained, been trained by me, reinforced. But they really do need more training. And the next camping trip, I may just take Dolce and maybe Ozzy, and that's it. So that way I can have a little more one-on-one time. I don't like to travel without Ozzy because he's such a good, excellent guard dog for one. And I use Ozzy to know if it's a true threat or not. The thing about Dolce, she'll bark, at a squirrel because of her high prey drive. So sometimes she's the only one barking, and I look to Ozzy to see if it's really something I need to get up and go check it out, get concerned about. If he's not barking and Dolce is barking, it's usually not a big deal. But that's why I like to take Ozzy, because he's my true measure of when I should get concerned. Like in the middle of the night, if Ozzy's barking, then I know, oh, okay, it's probably something I should be alerted to. And Dolce, of course, she's extremely protective as well. So, I could use her, and I do use her as a good guard dog. But like I said, she's less discriminatory because of her high prey drive. Look at Lucia. That's Lucia sharpening her teeth. Can you believe she's only a year old, y'all? Man, she's huge. And so, yeah. So that's the reason I didn't bring those two. It's really for their safety. And I'm glad I didn't. See, there's Tux going. Glad I didn't bring Dolce and Tux, because if you had watched that video of the camping at the beach, there's a short segment when I'm on the beach. It's at night, and I only have Lucia with me because I take them one by one to, use the potty, whatever. There were coyotes. There were several coyotes on that beach. I think it's coyote mating season is what I was reading. But even when it's not mating season, they live. There's resident coyotes that live in around the dunes of the beach. And I didn't know that. And so there was a short period of time where it was about 10 p.m. at night, and there was nobody on that little segment of beach. I made sure of it, and so a little segment of time where I took the leash off of Lucia and let her run, stretch her legs a little bit right by the water's edge. Because she's trained for recall. She's got a good recall already. I trained her for recall, and so she'll come back to me in a situation where I need her to come back. And sure enough, there was a coyote like within a stone's throw from us. And so at that point, I was really glad that I did not take Dolce or Tux, because if I had also taken them off the leash, because Dolce's got an excellent recall, probably even better than Lucia's. So if that had happened, that would have been very risky. Ooh. She went down. It would have been very risky, because Dolce, I don't know, man, she could have really blacked out and ran after that coyote, because it would have been a culmination of protection and prey drive kicking in. And a dog can seriously, black out and just like red zone, go from 0 to red zone And that's an example, like when there's a dog fight, that's what happens as well. They don't hear anything around them. You can be screaming at them, saying all your commands. And it really takes something like, I think like a taser, which is what I have. I have a taser in case my dogs ever do get in a fight, which they have not. So anyways, that's kind of the long explanation of why I only took the 3 dogs. I was also by myself, so at the times when I take 5 of them to my brother's, then I have extra hands to help me walk them all together as a pack, and and a house for them to stay in. But in that camper, it's a more crowded with 5 dogs as well. So the reason I bought that camper, it's one of the biggest pop-up campers you can buy, and I wanted a pop-up so that I can tow it easily, but so they can all fit in that pop-up camper, but with 2 less big dogs, it's more roomy. So that's what I do, is I kind of rotate them. I also and then the third reason is that I like to have some dogs at home to watch the house. So a couple things for safety. I do have a YouTube channel, so obviously, if some people think that I'm not home, who knows? If someone tries to find out where I live, probably not, but just out of safety. I don't post videos when I'm still gone from the house, and so that's one thing that I do. I'll post a video like long after I'm already back from a trip, and I don't advertise like when I'm gonna go away from my house. Like I wouldn't say, okay, I'm going camping tomorrow, and then post that video. So for safety reasons, I don't do that. And then, but I like that extra layer of protection. So in the event that someone, not necessarily from the YouTube channel, or just basically anybody, someone that's casing the house, posing as a delivery driver or whatever, and that happens all the time. I hear reports of that happening. So in the event that happens, I like to have at least 2 dogs at home as a deterrent. And that's why I got the dogs. So that's kind of the nice thing about having a larger pack. Although I guess I wouldn't consider my pack as a large pack, but a healthy sized pack. Ooh, Ozzy. That's one of the benefits, is that you can leave and take at least 2 dogs with you, and then leave 3 at home for protection. And the 3 that you leave at home are, it's not like leaving 1 dog at home that the dog is feeling lonely, or feeling like he got left, or anxious about being left behind from the rest of his pack. So the dog that's left behind still has part of the pack with him, so he has that security for the dog. Tux, when I first got Tux, he was my only dog, and he was a rescue. He had severe separation anxiety, which is one of the reasons why I got Ozzy. Ozzy was my second dog in this pack. So that really cured him of his separation anxiety. Lucia! She is playing. Oh, Lucia! They're playing rough today, man. Ozzy, Papa. Hey, darling. Oh, they're playing rough. Hey, Papa. So anyways, one of the benefits of having a pack with, more than 1 dog or more than 2 dogs in a pack is that, you can rotate them. You can always have a dog at home to guard the house, which I think, going forward, I like doing that. And if it's for more than a day, I'll have a pet sitter, either to stay in the house with them, or just to make a couple visits throughout the day to make sure they're okay. And then I have, you know, I've got layers of security. I've got cameras, of course, all over the yard. And, you know, when I'm gone, I put them in the house. When I'm at home, I usually don't like cameras just because it's a privacy thing. Nowadays, there's hackers that can tap into stuff. So I have a closed circuit camera sometimes in the house, but usually I don't like living with them in the house. When I'm gone, when I go to work, I turn all those cameras on so I can monitor all my dogs. And then in the yard, they're always on. So yeah, it's a little bit about that. Hey, just out of curiosity, y'all, let me know, those of you who first of all, if you have more than one Cane Corso, or, you know, a Cane Corso with another dog. And then those of you who have a Cane Corso and you're considering getting another one to add to your pack or to have a second one. Hey, Bruce. So Bruce is my brother's elderly dog. He can barely stand up on his own. And so I'm watching him. He had a baseball game in Houston that he didn't want to take him and sit in the car when it was really cold out. So he's going to be coming back for him pretty soon here. But he went back home after the baseball game. And he lives about 6 hours away from me. Because he lives closer to Houston than to where I am. So I just, you know, offered to take him for the week. Yes, Bruce. But anyways, yeah, because I'm curious to know how many of y'all would consider getting another Cane Corso. And hi, baby girl. There's Dolce. There's Dolce. And because I will be most likely breeding Lucia here in September of this year when she turns 2. And I'm still looking for a good stud. I'll get a stud from a very reputable breeder, most likely from either Serbia or Italy. I don't know yet, but I'm talking to a few breeders. One of them is Custodinos from Serbia. There's a nice male that I could use for a stud there, and then another one in the region that I may use, but so more to follow on that. I'm getting things ready for that. Oh, the reason I have all this all this bedding and rugs on this flagstone is because it was iced over. When we had the freeze, there was ice and it was super slippery, and one of the dogs slipped. So I just laid this all out to prevent them from slipping. In fact, I think there's still ice. Yeah, you can still see some ice there, but it's not slippery with that little bit right there. She's like, yeah, let me get this ice up for you. I'll get that up for you. But yeah, so they were able to break their fall. So anyways, y'all, I don't know if this video is getting long yet. Look at her coat. I just love her coat. But hey, baby girl, I gotta do something, get ready for work. Actually, I've been going into work very early most of this week, so today I didn't have to go in as early. On those days that I don't have to go in as early, I like to spend a little bit of time in the morning with the pack, because I'm usually gone, you know, like when it's dark outside even. And anyway, I hope y'all enjoy. I hope y'all are staying warm out there, y'all. Hope you don't lose power. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It really helps the channel to grow. This little gypsy digging up a rock. She's got this fascination with rocks now. She'll just carry a big rock in her mouth. She works really hard to dig them up, and then she feels so accomplished, so proud. She got this big old rock. But yeah, anyways, yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.